How's everybody doing today? I'm going to go ahead and do my call to prayer. If you're on YouTube, welcome in. Love, light, prosperity onto all of you. I pray you guys are doing well today. We're going to go ahead and clear out the energy. Wonderful. I'm glad you're doing well. Let me get some shares, you guys. I don't see not one share. Let's go ahead and get some shares in the building. I promise. It's all good vibes, good vibrations here. Thank you for the confetti. I'm going to go ahead and commence my call to prayer just to make sure that we align with the right energies. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I also align with the correct spirits for tonight of love, light, that are here to not only utilize me as the portal, but to also bring the messages that I need to for those that need them at this time, okay? Padre nuestro que está en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre, venga tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día, perdona nuestra ofensa como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos deje caer en la tentación, líbranos del mal. Amén. Ave María, Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo, bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Gloria al Padre, al Hijo y al Espíritu Santo, como era en el principio, ahora y siempre, por los siglos de los siglos. Amén. God, above all, I give you thanks for this time, space, and energy that you're allowing me to align with the collective once again. I ask that you please remove my energy as I now in with the collective. I call upon Archangel Michael for your divine protection, divine order. I ask that you please not only protect me, but also protect my viewers wherever they may be watching from. I ask that any sort of ill intent, malicious attacks, any spiritual attacks, evil eye, envy sent my way, I ask that you return it back to its original source 1,000-fold. Archangel Michael, at this time, I ask that you please bring forward the collective that needs messages of clarity, messages of healing, messages of love and hope to come forward at this time, whether it's at random through a share, if I hit their FYP, however it may be. I just ask that you open up that portal, open up that path in order for them to align with me. At this time, I call upon my santos, my eguns, my muertos, la gitana que me acompaña, my son 3, my grandmother Emilia, my best friend Sierra, my soul tribe, my soul family, my ethereal light beings that stand with me, the archangels that work with me to come forward. I call upon the collective at this time that need messages of a different perspective, a different viewpoint to come forward. Those that are ready and willing to listen to the message, I ask that you align me at this time. I also shed some grace and love over the collective, wherever they may be in the world. I know there's a lot of things shifting that we are not really fully comprehending or aware of, but God, I just ask that you work your way into each and every one of our lives. Please remove any and all anybody trying to cause any sort of disruption or delay. I ask that you block out. Use me as the vessel, as the portal, as I now connect with those that need me the most. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, you guys. Let's go ahead and get the shares up, please. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you guys smash that like for me and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube family, okay? Hello, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm just going to give it a little bit of time for people to come into the live, maybe like a minute or two. But in the meantime, if you guys would share the live, tap the screen. We're going to tap in on collective. I want to do a collective before I go to the gym. And then if I'm not tired and I've got the energy, then I'll come back on and I'll open up my list. All right. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. You guys share the live. I just see 3 shares. Let's go ahead and share this live. Go ahead and FYP hashtag tarot so we can align the right energies. I don't know if I'm being shadow banned right now, but with the powers of God and the angels with me, we're going to push through. All right. We're going to start in about 45 seconds. So if you have yet to follow me, make sure that you do. We're going to tap in on collective energy. That's what I always do. Collective energy is just a way for you to kind of witness what's going on in your current energy. There may be some things that you are not aware of or may need some clarity, a different perspective. That's where I come in and I give you a different viewpoint. Tarot is not something for you to take all the way serious. And what I mean by all the way serious is don't force things that do not apply to your life. If it doesn't make sense to you, do not force the story. All right. Tarot is a divination tool utilized by practitioners as myself to bring a different story point, a different viewpoint for you to gain some sort of clarity through the ethers. Okay. We're going to go ahead and commence with the collective energy. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about because, like I said, when I do collective, it just kind of the message just comes. I'm connected to the ethers. I'm clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant, and claircognizant. So I have all of the clairs. I'm also a psychic medium, so I can communicate and contact to those who have already crossed over. And by crossed over, I mean people who are already passed in this lifetime. All right. We're going to go ahead and connect. Holy Spirit, holy angels, we thank you for this time, space, and energy that you're aligning me with the collective at this time. I ask that you please bring about truth, knowledge, and wisdom. Use me as the vessel, use me as a portal as I now tap in. Whatever needs to come forward, may it be nothing but love, light, and clarity. Remove my energy as I now tap into the collective. Align me with those that need the message the most. Ashe. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and tap in. Thank you for all the gifts, the likes, and the shares. Let's continue tapping the screen and sharing the live, if you will. That is a way for you to show me support. It doesn't cost anything to show support, okay? I didn't ask not a dime from none of you, okay? And anyone who gives, anybody who shares any sort of energy that you put forward, just know that is going to be paid forward back to you, okay? I'm a firm believer in that. If you send gifts, trust me, God will bless you back, all right? Ashe to all of you. Welcome in, welcome in. Love, light, prosperity onto all of you. We're going to go ahead and tap into collective energy. And remember, if you guys miss part of it, you guys can always go to YouTube. All right. YouTube is there. YouTube is growing. And I always have timestamps on YouTube so you guys can go straight to your message if you need to. Okay. And if you have to leave, you don't have to tell me. It's okay. You can leave. You can always run back and get your messages at the time that you need them. Okay. So collective is going to start at 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and commence, shall we? All right. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what is the current energy? What are we going to be focusing on? What is the energy currently for the collective? What does my collective need to know? And also, happy full moon. Happy full moon. She is bright. She is beautiful. She is the moon. All right. So a lot of you guys can be feeling very emotional as well, or very in your emotions. You've been feeling very your senses have been very heightened, and that's what happens. The full moon kind of gets people on the edge. I don't know if you guys witnessed that, but I know I have firsthand. Anytime I go to certain places or I'm around certain people, I try to avoid for the simple fact that people act really weird. And thank you for the gifts, you guys. People act really weird during the full moon, and it's because it's heightened energy. And the reason why it's called the wolf moon is because at this time you hear the wolves literally crying out to the moon. That's why it's called a wolf moon. So let's tap in and see what is the collective energy for you and what needs to be brought up to light. If you're on YouTube, welcome in. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe, okay? Let's tap in. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what is the current energy for the collective? What are we tapping into for the collective? Ooh, let me get my cards right. What are we tapping into? What is the energy collectively? Oh, we got the 5 of Wands. Why is the 5 of Wands here? with the Four of Pentacles. And the Star card. All right, so for a lot of you, you guys are kind of laying low. In the current energy, you guys are laying low. With the Six of Wands, yeah, you guys are definitely laying low. When I look at this with the Five of Inspirations, all I see is mirrors. So thank you. All I see is mirrors. So for a lot of you, I feel like there's a lot of reflection going on, right? I feel like you're reflecting, or you're seeing a lot of things being reflected onto you, whether it's people or certain energies that are kind of mimicking you. And I feel like with the Four of Pentacles here, it's like you've really been very reserved with your energy. And then with the Star, it's like, again, you're laying low. Like you're really not trying to be outside. I feel like for a lot of you guys are like hibernating, so to speak. Because Spirit is showing me like a polar bear, in like the North Pole. Like the polar bears right now, they're in hibernation. So for a lot of you in the current energy, you're really in this energy of laying low and kind of like being a mirror on all aspects. Like you have a mirror in front of you, a mirror behind you, a mirror to the sides of you. It's like you are a mirror, and you are literally taking note of everything that you are seeing in your perspective, or how you are perceiving things. You're taking note. And by you doing this, again, you're laying very low. You're not really wanting to be bothered by people. For a lot of you, it's giving me like a lone wolf. Like you want to be a lone wolf. You really don't want to be bothered by other people, especially now with this full moon energy. Because like I said, the full moon energy has a lot of people acting out crazy. Full moon, I don't know what it is, but you got a lot of Karens outside. You got a lot of people who are just, wanting to. You are literally conserving yourself and in situations. You're not wanting to put yourself in the eye of, drama. Somebody said drama. So yeah, in the eye of drama. You don't want to be in that. You are literally a mirror. And one thing about being a mirror, I've written this in my poems too. One thing about a mirror is you can't fake the image that comes across from a mirror, can you? Unless it's a funhouse mirror. A funhouse mirror is different. But you can't fake an image in a mirror. No matter how hard you look in the mirror, that's the image. So for other people too who come across your energy collective, I feel like when they approach you, they don't like what they see in the mirror. And that has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them, because at the end of the day, the image they portray in that mirror is them. You look at that mirror, you have no choice but to look at you, right? You can't change who's in the front of the mirror. It is you. So I really feel like a lot of you guys, in this moment of solitude, like really starting to, see how people reflect back onto you. And with this full moon energy, of course, the full moon is all about releasing what doesn't align with you, what's not benefiting you. The full moon is not to manifest. The full moon, I repeat, is not to manifest. It is to release. Okay? So utilize this energy to really gain perspective of what you're seeing and what you're feeling, because what you're seeing and what you're feeling is valid. You can't make up the what's being reflected back onto you. I'm gonna say that again. You can't make up what's being reflected back onto you. So if somebody is being nasty to you, that's exactly what they're doing. You're not making that shit up in your head. You're not making that shit up in your head, okay? And the 501s also talks about conflict, competition, jealousy, people who always want to compete. And one thing I always say, people fail to realize that in most cases, The collective is not in competition other than themselves. You're wanting to become a better version of yourself. You're trying to reach higher levels of frequencies within yourself. You could care less where everybody else is at because you're focused on yourself. And that's one thing that people just fail to realize is you can't compete where you don't compare. And I'm sorry you're agitated because you don't feel like I'm giving you the time, space, and energy to fight with you or to be in some sort of drama with you, because that's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I look like stooping down to that energy? Let's talk about it. What do I look like? Collective, right? I'm talking about, when I say I'm talking about the collective. What do I look like stooping down to your negativity when I'm already vibrating at a much higher frequency? So the full moon is definitely bringing things to the surface for a lot of you. And also, there are some things that are being brought up to the surface that still need healing and still need attention. And whether you're working on it or not, trust and believe things are going to come up, and you're going to have to figure out a way to put an end to this pain and suffering and things that you've been avoiding, because the star card in reverse also signifies someone that is still not healed all the way, or not trying to heal, someone who loses faith, loses sight. The star is a very bright energy, but when it's in reverse, it's like the complete opposite. So whatever is being reflected onto you, know that that is not who you are, and you don't need to accept it. It's okay to not agree with everyone. It's quite okay. All right, let's keep going. Holy Spirit, holy angels, when it comes to the collective, they're telling me to go with a different deck. We're gonna go with another deck. Let me burn this incense so we can cleanse this energy. You know what I'm hearing? They want to be you so bad. They want to be you so bad, collective. Whoever that may resonate with, they want to be you so bad. They want to be you so bad. All right. Let's get some clarity on the 5 of inspirations, please. And the thing about you, collective, is people fail to realize that you see right through people. You see right through people. And I think that's what agitates people's core, because they can't portray to be something because you see right through them. Your intuition is key. Your intuition is key for you being successful in any sort of in anything that you do. Your discernment and your intuition is going to take you far. Let's get some more clarification on the 501 spirit. Why is the 5 of inspirations here, please? We got Aquarius energy. That was the first thing that came up, was Aquarius energy, okay? We've got the Page of Wands in reverse. The King of Pentacles. And the 6 of Swords, yeah. So, let me get one more. With the Moon. The Moon. So with the Page of Wands, this is giving me very like young, immature energy. People who still are kind of naive, that don't have a clue of how to move forward, or just never took the time to really dive deep. Never took the time to, thank you for the gifts, my loves. Never took the time to really step into that inner knowing, because the page is the page in the tarot is somebody who is not only young, but somebody that is like barely taking off. You know what I'm saying? Like someone who literally still isn't aware. Like they can be grown as hell, right? They can be grown, but they still act as a child. They still have childlike tendencies. It's giving me a wounded child, like the wounded inner child. These energies are operating out of a wounded inner child. And remember, this is on top of the Five of Wands when I was talking about, the reflections that people give off to you is not your reflection. It's nothing that you need personal. It's just these people, their energies. But these people, they're very they're very at the bottom of the totem pole. They still have they still need a lot to obtain, especially when it comes to knowledge, because you collective are someone that's very knowledgeable. You've gone through a lot. You've experienced a lot in life, and this has caused you to gain your experiences. And with these experiences, what they've shaped you to be is someone who's very intellectual, and you know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not kind of like you do know what you're talking about. You're somebody who is stable, secure, with the King of Pentacles here. With the King of Pentacles here, you're someone who is very stable. You are someone who wants security, stability, loyalty. You're hardworking. You are somebody that has a clear path, especially when it comes to opportunities. You know how to get a grasp for opportunities. They literally just come for you. It's like you magnetize these opportunities to you. In your material realm, everything is looking good. Everything that you want to manifest, everything that you want to bring in is looking good in the current moment. I do see you guys when it comes to this Five of Wands, because we're gaining confirmation in regards to the Five of Wands, but I see you guys really, taking off. You're moving on. You're no longer wanting to commit to people who have no you don't want to commit to people who don't even have the slightest clue of where they're heading in life, because a page is someone that still doesn't even know where they're headed. They can have so many aspirations. They can say all these many things that they want to do, but they don't have a plan. They don't have anything in action. And it's like you're like, yeah, I can't do that. I can't revolve myself around people who still don't know how to achieve where they're going. And yeah, it does take time. It does take time, but realistically, the more that these people stick around you, the more that they're going to envy where you're headed and where you're going, because they wish it was them. So the more that they linger in your energy is really not of a benefit to you. It's actually a hindrance, because they know things, either because you tell them or they're just around and they pick up certain things. Sometimes it's just better just to walk away, because there's things in the background that you may not be aware of. For a lot of you, you avoid conflict, which sometimes conflict is healthy, right? Conflict is healthy depending on how you look at it, but there's some things that have been exposed that were hidden in the dark that came out to light. Or just people not really following their intuition, very much blocked within their intuition. And you're not. You're somebody that is intuitively connected. You are someone that has a grip on life. You know what you want and where you're heading, and you have a plan, and you're following your plan according to how God says so. So be mindful of these. I don't want to say it like this, but I'm gonna have to, because that's what's coming to me. But these chicken heads, these are bops. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep your energy protected. Is what I'm gonna say to you. Keep your energy protected. Let's get some clarification on the Four of Pentacles. What are you releasing? I hear freedom. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Let's clarify that, Spirit. Yeah, you're someone who is very self-reliant. You are someone that is sufficient. You are someone who takes care of their own deeds. You're someone who is very much spiritual as well. And you've done a lot of healing. You've really tapped into all your emotions, really. You are someone who is determined to move in accordance to a higher level life, like higher levels of how do I want to word this? Like you are somebody that wants to reach like higher, like new heights. You are someone that wants to reach new levels. I'm getting like a whole bunch of different downloads, so please bear with me. But you're someone that, you know, you thrive better alone, because a lot of this is distractions. A lot of this is people trying to distract you or become a distraction. So I see a lot of you really honing into this individuality. A lot of you guys are really focusing on your businesses or your careers. A lot of you guys are really just focusing on your material realm, like you're providing for yourself and your family. With the Hierophant here, I really see you guys connecting like on a deep level when it comes to the Most High, because there's been a lot of shadow work, a lot of pain and suffering that you had to pretty much not just heal from, but also let go of, because it was creating some sort of toxicity, some sort of pattern, had you not. And although, trust me, I know it is hard. It is hard having to heal and to walk away from certain things. And sometimes you just want to take revenge. I'm telling you right now, revenge ain't it. Revenge will never be the answer. Revenge will never be the answer. I see the King of Cups here. Why is the King of Cups here, Holy Spirit? Why is the Holy Cups? Why is the King of Cups here? Wow, we got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. With the Death, Scorpio energy, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, again, don't force the story, but if it resonates, take what applies and apply that motherfucker, okay? But for a lot of you, there's been a balance between your masculine and your feminine energy. I really feel like there's been a lot of shifts, a lot of transitions that take place in regards to both. I feel like for a lot of you, when in the past, some of you operated way more in a masculine energy, meaning you were someone that was always there to pretty much handle everything. Like you were someone that, you know, it didn't matter what was going on. You could have had 1,000 things on your plate, but because you have this hyper independence, you're going to do it because you don't like to ask people for help. Now, for some other folks, some of you could have been highly emotional. Someone who wore their emotions on their sleeves. So there was a need for you to balance these energies out, because it just seems like they were overly tapped into. Okay. For another part of you, okay, this may resonate or not. Take it how it resonates. But I see divine counterparts, and they came in right after each other. So this could also be after a time of being independent and free and healing certain wounds and traumas that you went through. There could be some sort of higher level commitment that's going to come in because you adapted to the changes, you embraced the changes full head on, and you know, it seems like there was some sort of end that needed to happen in order to bring this into fruition. That could be for some of you, not all of you, but some of you. We've got Scorpio energy. We got heavy water energy here, but Scorpio energy is coming through. We got a lot of water energy. We got Pisces and Scorpio. Pisces and Scorpio. A lot to do with the emotions. And it's crazy because it's the full moon. So, collective. This only leads me to believe a few things. One or a few things. But some of you guys are repressing a lot of your feelings and emotions. You're not wanting to feel. For whatever reason, you're not wanting to feel. Why is that? What good is it doing for you to repress your emotions, whatever it is that you're feeling, especially if it pertains to a connection? You holding on, what is it doing for you? You repressing onto these emotions, what is it doing for you? That's a good question. That's a good question to follow up on, collective. Majors are happening here. We got 2 major arcanas. So there's some major shifts transforming within the collective, whether you like it or not. But these changes are needed. All right. Aquarius energy, the star, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Let's get some clarification. Look, we got the 4 of Wands. With the 7 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys have options. You've been laying low, yes. But I also feel like when it comes to you, collective, with the star in reverse, you guys probably have lost some sort of hope. You've lost some sort of hope or lost your faith and your happiness. You're like, I don't know if I'll ever be happy. I don't know if I'm ever going to reach that status of happiness. A lot of you are swarmed with opportunities and options. But because there's so many, you have a problem choosing. With the 7 of Pentacles, this signifies illusions. This signifies having too many things, too many hands in a pot. Like you can't really make a decision. It's giving off very indecisive. Especially when it comes to your own happiness. With the 4 of Wands here. Yeah, we got the Devil in reverse. We got Capricorn. For a lot of you, there was a lot of releasing of or purging here. With the Devil card, I really see you guys moving into this status of freedom. I see you moving into a status of freedom. You're detaching and disassociating with people who no longer align with your no longer align with what's the word? They just don't align. Like I see you guys done a lot of I see that you guys have done a lot of introspection. You guys are really wanting to focus on what love is for you in all avenues, in all aspects of your life. You want to know what stability looks like to you. You want to know what it's like to feel celebrated. You want to know what it's like to be seen. You want to know what it's like to walk into a room and just shift the energy for whatever reason, because you can do that. You can walk into a room and just because you are who you are, you walk into a room and you literally shift the energy in the entire room. Everybody can be talking, but the moment that you walk into that room, all eyes are on you. You are somebody that is highly, highly attractive. You are someone who is very much in tune with the universe. You have this gift, innate ability to read people and their energy. At the same time, you want to know what it feels like for your own sake. You want to know what it feels like to be celebrated. You want to know what it's like to be appreciated. You want to know what it's like to not be an option. You want to know what it's like to not be stressed. You want to feel all these things, and trust me, I'm there with you, beloved. I'm there with you, because life is stressful. Life is stressful as fuck. Let's get some clarity. Yeah, the Four of Swords. A lot of you guys are taking a break. A lot of you guys are pulling back your energy. A lot of you guys are really working on, gaining your own rest. You're going into hibernation right now. For a lot of you, when it comes to you, you really are so oblivious to what's going on in the world. You're in your own energy. You're focused on your stability. You're focusing on your structure. You're focusing on your family, your kids, your independence. You're focusing on healing. You're focusing on your commitments. There's a lot of things that you've got your eyes set on right now. Let me get some final messages. It's going to be a long collective because I am going to go to the gym. But let's get some final messages for the collective. I definitely shuffled these wrong, but it's okay. Final messages for the collective. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Remain in your nurturing energy. All right? Remain compassionate with others. Look, the Tower card again. Allow changes to take form. Okay? The Sun. All of this can be achieved. All of this can be achieved, collective. Look, I cut the deck. There is the Magician. So a lot of you guys are going to manifest some new beginnings. Spirit is saying stand in your Queen of Pentacles energy. And remember, Pentacles is like the slowest element in the deck. So there are going to be certain things that are going to take time, but happiness can most definitely be achieved. There just needs to be, you need to be in this energy of allowing yourself to close out what no longer aligns with you. You need to allow this rebirth to take place, a renewal. You need to allow a renewal of energy, a fresh burst of energy to come in. It's going to help you. Spirit is saying remain positive. Drink your water. Mind your business. Maintain positive. Enjoy life in its moments. Because at the end of the day, you never know what's coming tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to see tomorrow. Tomorrow is never promised, beloveds. So always be in that energy of, okay, this happened today. I'm appreciative. I'm thankful. Show acts of gratitude throughout your days. Change this attitude into something more optimistic and positive. Not just for you, but for those that stick around you, that are here to see you thrive. You guys are releasing a lot of things, and you're becoming aware. You're also becoming aware is what I'm hearing. You're becoming aware of certain things as well, too. So yeah, collective. Let's keep focusing on there's a new ray of light that's coming in for you guys. Just trust and believe that it's gonna happen. Don't doubt it for a moment, okay? Because the moment you start doubting is the moment that you go against your vibration. That's the best way to put it. Okay, collective? That's what I have for you guys. I pray that you guys received your message. I release the collective. I call back all my divine power because it belongs to me. I shade to the ancestors in advance. Thank you so much for being here, collective. I will do my best to come on later on tonight. I'm actually going to I want to go to the gym, but I did want to do my collective energy before I went. So I will do my best again to be with you guys here in the evening. Thank you, Brian. Remember, you guys can go on to YouTube and catch me at unforgettable_EMZ. And I also have my Instagram as well. Beware of scammers. I will never contact you. That is not me in your inbox. I will never contact you. If you're looking for a backup, all that stuff is listed in my on my bio. And on another note, I don't know about y'all, but I keep hearing about the Red Note app. I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do because I hate keeping up with so many apps. But I don't know. I'm thinking about downloading it. So if I do, I'll keep you guys posted. Just make sure that you follow. But yeah, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not, but we'll see. All right, you guys. I'm out of here. I'm gonna head to the gym. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate you. Thank you for all joining. Love, light, prosperity onto all of you. Love you, long time friends, and I will see you on the next stream.